Married 17 years and thrust into the world of being a single parent of four would frighten just about anyone. My father became Mr. Mom after my mother divorced my dad, moved hours away to pursue a new life of freedom without the restraints of parenthood. He was lost, hurt, confused, and so were his children. My mom grew tired of being a housewife and decided that she wanted to get a job now that we were older. So my father agreed, and she found a job, and shortly thereafter she decided she no longer wanted to be married to my dad. She divorced him and moved away. She left me, my two brothers and sister behind. My dad struggled with taking care of work and the house, but my brother and I were in middle school, so we helped out when we could. Eventually my dad lost his house and land that he had built with his own two hands to the bank, and we were forced to move. At 14, it was the saddest thing I'd seen, watching my dad fight a losing battle to keep that land. I can remember working with him on the weekends. I would clean up the job sites when they were done. Struggling to make ends meet, he would still pay me every Friday, and I would slip it back into his wallet when he wasn't looking. Always telling me to never grow up like him. Stay out of the sun. There's no money to be made working in the sun. He loved being outside though. Looking back, I think he was just frustrated with how life turned out. There were times when he would fall asleep in the living room well before bedtime from exhaustion. Could you imagine going your whole life, working while your wife takes care of the house and kids, and then you're thrust into taking care of it all? He would make sure he always had a roof over our head and food to eat, even if it meant him going without. Unfortunately, my dad never got ahead due to the fact that he could never work the hours required to make a good income. My mom provided no financial support or support in any form, so it was left up to my dad to drop us off at school, pick us up from school, go to PTA meetings, and whatever extracurricular activities we could afford at the time. Now a father of one, I learned a lot from my dad. I've been there since the day my son was born. Up all night for the first 6 months with my wife, so she didn't have to do it alone. When I'm not working or away from home on duty, I spend as much time with them as I can. I learned from my dad a long time ago, work will always be there tomorrow, but your time with your family is not always guaranteed.